Okay, we're about to go live with a radio show. This is a podcast, and I haven't done a podcast since April. So it's time to get back into the podcast swing of things. The weather gets a little bit colder outside, and it's time to get back in the studio. So just a couple things going on out here in Perry Wellington. Things have been very busy over the summertime, so get back into the swing of things. I think the last podcast we did was podcast number 24. Of course, that's what I have on the screen here. I might have done more, so I have to go back and take a look. This podcast, we're actually going to talk a bit about a couple of things going on. This is getting to be the end of the year. A lot of folks, a lot of realtors start thinking about the end of the year. Might be time to hang it up. Might be time to get out of the real estate business. So we'll be talking a little bit about referral company and what real estate agents can do. And if you're not a real estate agent now and you're saying, well, geez, what's in this for me? I'll talk a little bit about getting your license. And, some people find themselves to get a license and then they come to the point where they think, I don't really have time for this right now. Things going on in my life. Maybe get young kids or abilities or something else pops up and maybe it's not time to actually practice real estate. The referral company PDubs network is actually a great tool for you as well. So just a couple of things we'll talk about here today with the podcast. If you're listening, also broadcasting live online with Google Hangouts. The Google Hangouts. You see my car collection up here. This is the car collection, which includes die-cast cars. So it's quite a car collection. In any case, again, hello and welcome to the Perry Wellington Realty and Circuit Mortgage podcast. Again, we're going to be talking about PDubs Network, which is our referral company. And so just give you a couple of things to think about there. If you want to reach us, you can always reach us at Perry Wellington at 814-695-5323. And at Circuit Mortgage, we also have, you can reach us directly there at 814-693-5337. And we have a class starting this Monday. I'll actually be teaching a class in Hollidaysburg. Will be coming up this Monday. There's 1 or 2 seats left if you'd like to join. That class is going to be on pre-licensing. So if you want to get your real estate license, you're going to need to get a class so that you can sit for the exam. So we'll help get you prepared for that. So PDubs Network. What is PDubs Network? Perry Wellington affectionately was called PDubs by some of our staff early on. PDubs, VW, and VDubs. So just a little thought there on little play on words. So and we still to this day a lot of times we'll talk about Go PDubs. It's kind of like a little rallying cheer for Perry Wellington. About the percent commission rate. So PDubs Network is really, I did a bunch of research a while back. What I figured out was that there's these rules that allow a realtor broker to own more than one real estate brokerage, but not have those other agents pay realtor fees. Okay, so let's get down to some brass tacks on this. So when you join a realtor broker, a broker who happens to be a realtor, the National Association of Realtors requires that you join and become a realtor as well. So it's really important that you get your real estate, when you get your real estate license and that broker that you join is a realtor as well, you're going to essentially join, quote, the union, right? So essentially, there's fees involved. And so locally in the Altoona area, you're looking at about $465, $470 a year fees for the National Association of Realtors, the Pennsylvania Association of Realtors, and the local board of realtors, in this case, the Allegheny Highlands Association of Realtors. So those fees actually cover your membership fees to be part of the realtor organization. There's lots of benefits to being part of the realtor organization. And so you get those benefits along with that. And certainly the NAR, National Association of Realtors, has been very effective in lobbying and has actually helped create some policy that's been helpful to realtors. Even just the issue then is you got to pay these fees and become part of part of the union, so to speak. And so a lot of folks, say, hey, gee, that's a lot of money. I'm not sure if I can, kind of swing those fees. But there's more fees. And again, this is above and beyond the state licensing fees that you might have. So you're going to have fees for getting your license and maintaining your license with continuing education, which you're going to have to keep going. And then you've got these multiple listing service fees, or MLS fees. So every month you're staring down, in Altoona, $34 a month. There's a $50 annual fee. You go to State College to join their board of realtors. You have like this $125 initial plus their fees on top of that. So it just really depends on your local market and how much your fees are going to be. To think about, actually, I'll just round up. It's about $1,000 a year to keep that access to the MLS going and the Realtor Association fees going. So there's a lot of folks that say, hey, $1,000 a year, I'm kind of, not doing as much right now. I'm a little more casual in this business. But they may have been in the business for years and just have, a lot of satisfied customers that continue to call and send them business. And then, just decide, hey, I might not want to, keep going at this actively right now. So what you can do is you can actually maintain that state license and transfer it into PDubs network. It's $20. Again, this is for people who are licensed that just want to go and get in that referral company. In my opinion, better than escrow, because escrow means you can't do any real estate practice at all. You're done. You can't take any commission. You can't actively help people buy or sell real estate. So that's escrow for folks that a lot of times they get to the end of the year, say, you know what, I'm just going to escrow because I'm just not going to really be doing real estate this year. But if something comes up during the year, they're really, oh, geez, I got this referral coming in, and boy, I'd really like to be able to help them out. And you can't. I mean, you could refer them to another agent, but that's going to be, the other agent's they can't give the other agent anything because agents are not allowed to give things to other agents. It's not agent to agent. It's always broker to broker. So the broker has to pay the agent. So you just can't say, hey, thanks for the referral. Here's some Steeler tickets. Not supposed to do that. So the way it works is when you're an escrow, you can't do any real estate functions and can't be paid. So this PDubs network benefit allows you to maintain your license. You get to stay agent. So you're licensed in the state of Pennsylvania. You're licensed to do and it's active, and you have to maintain your continuing education. Not an issue this year because this is not a renewal year. So 2015 is not renewal. 2016 is. So if you're thinking about doing this at the end of this year, no issues with continuing education. But for 2016, you're going to have to make sure you get that continuing education in by the end of May. So in any case, PDubs Network is another licensed brokerage that I started under the rules and in conditions from the National Association of Realtors. I can own an additional brokerage, which I started, and the agents who get transferred into that or go into that, some actually get licensed and go directly into it, wind up with Pennsylvania real estate license. In all normal cases, allow them real estate with the National Association of Realtors is they don't want those agents performing real estate functions to avoid all of the fees for the MLS and for the realtor fees. So the National Association of Realtors allows this program to run so long as the agents only do referrals. So it becomes a referral company. And the National Association of Realtors has a name for this. It's called a limited function referral organization. LIFRO is what they call it affectionatally. But the LFRO essentially allows the broker, a realtor broker like me, to own a brokerage that is that allows non-realtors to be a company. So the benefit to the agents who go into that company is they can still be paid for the referrals. That's a pretty good gig. And for people that might be scratching their head saying, well, how does this affect me? If you decide to get a real estate license, you might say, I'm going to get that real estate license, and, geez, well, I'm about to get the license and then something comes up. I get a job change. I may not be able to do real estate full time or even actively part time. So, maybe it's better just to send my friends and family and folks that I know referrals to through the referral company which will enable me to collect commission. So you get a referral commission, a referral fee that's, of course, going to be smaller than getting full commission because you're not doing all the work. And then what we do is actually through the company, we register the leads, and I'll talk more about this practically. But the bottom line is you can collect referral commission on without actively engaging in real estate. So you're not actively selling, you're not actively representing buyers, but you do maintain a license from the state. Me as the broker, I just have to be careful and be sure that agents that are in the LFRO company, or in this case, it's named PDubs network, that those agents are not actively doing real estate. They wouldn't be breaking license law because they're licensed with the state, but the National Association of Realtors, local association of realtors, we have a prohibition there to maintain its status to not do active real estate transactions. So but just referrals equals quite a bit of business. So most agents will tell you that a lot of their business is referral business. So don't desire to do real estate actively. Hey, my phone's ringing. I got a client calling. I got former friends calling. Family members need to buy a home. Taking vacation time, on holiday. In any case, you can refer those clients in. So we have a simple form that the agent fills out, gives us the referral, and then we assign that referral to an agent. There's the big benefit Perry Wellington, because we can get, agents will feed Wellington, but that's not required. That's an important function of this. Require not. Essentially what we're doing is, those referrals come in. If the agent says, hey, I use XYZ Realty. I love the idea of the PDubs network, but I'd really like to continue to send my referrals to, this agent, my old office. We're already doing that. We already have agents that never work for us at Perry Wellington, work for other brokerages, and decide, hey, I want to just keep sending referrals in. A lot of brokers don't have a limited function referral organization. It takes a bit of effort to set it up, and it's more to administer. And so that's fine. We'll be happy to manage. The referral company gets a little piece of the action, as you might imagine, and it gives us the ability to help those realtors that they don't want to be locked out of the real estate business and be an escrow. They want to continue to work with referrals, and some of them generate a lot of referrals. I mean, some agents actually have quite a few contacts over the years, and their phone still rings. And if you just don't, or maybe you're not physically able to do the work of an agent, and it's just time to move on. You don't have to turn your phone off and or shoo away those, or turn those people away. You can actually those folks can actually still refer to you. You can send those on to the referral company. So a lot of folks don't know about these referral companies. Again, you can look them up. It's L as in Lima, F as in Foxtrot, R as in Romeo, and O as in Oscar. That's your little phonetic alphabet. So LFRO, Limited Function Referral Organization, is what it's called. It's sanctioned by the National Association of Realtors. And it's just a way that I can manage being a realtor broker, a separate licensed brokerage. Because if I start another brokerage, in which you can do, interestingly, once you become a broker, you can be the broker for many different brokerages and for many different offices. And but those under the rules of the realtor organization say that they have to be, all the agents in those offices have to be realtors, with this one exception, the LFRO. So a little bit about the LFRO, a little bit about the PDubs network, the referral company. We have had agents who have gotten their license and said, I just don't have time for this right now, and I don't want to do real estate even part-time. What can I do? Rather than go to escrow, it gives you the opportunity to collect, referral money. Agents this time of the year, again, getting back to the beginning of this conversation, a lot of them decide this time of the year, I don't think I'm going to renew. We just got all of our invoices for the first of the year for the realtor fees. And when they get that bill, they're going to say, oh, do I really want to spend, for almost $500 on realtor fees right now, going right into the holidays? This is our slow time. We've talked about that before, by the way. These fees I think should come out in July when we're all busy. That's my personal opinion. Let's pay those fees in July so that we aren't doing it. First of the year is actually a slower time for real estate agents. So for those who don't budget well, that's it's like, oh, that's a $500 sting. First of January or the end of January, you have to pay that bill. So and that's not exactly our busiest time of the year. So in any case, just something to think about as you get into the end of the year. If you know agents that might be looking to go to escrow, the LFRO is a great tool, and just trying to get the word out there for folks who might want to do that and keep their license active. So a little bit about the LFRO. Real estate school. Again, we got a school class coming up the 27th. I'm teaching it myself, given Lori Kensinger, one of our instructors in the Hollidaysburg area, giving her a break. So what can you expect out of real estate school? You can expect 60 hours of education, all about real estate law and procedures, fundamental issues around real estate. Not a lot about the day-to-day activity of being an agent. The state wants you to learn all the things about fair housing, all the things about the laws, and to keep you safe with consumers and how you're interacting with consumers to make sure that we're treating them with the utmost fairness and helping them. The class is not focused on how do I write up a sales agreement or how do I do the day-to-day work of prospecting and getting leads or working with buyers and showing homes. That's not the purpose of the class. That's going to come when you join a broker. We've spent tremendous amount of time at Perry Wellington creating tools. We've used Google Hangouts on air, actually, is a great tool to record over, I think it's around 50 videos, well over 24 hours of time. Not that anybody wants to sit through all that. But if you like for sale by owner, which we have a video that's built to step by how you from board, more about in this case Perry Wellington Realty, not from class, which is Advanced Academy. Advanced Academy is to get you the class you need to sit for the exam, but it's not designed. The curriculum's not designed to teach you the ins and the outs of being successful in real estate. That's going to come from your broker. And so when you go out to choose your broker, choose according to how they're going to help you in your career. Don't just look at lead management. Some brokers are leads. You can generate leads like buying leads on Trulia and Zillow, all kinds of things like that. You can buy advertisers will take your money, no question. But you got to look at how am I going to learn what I need that's going to help me through my career in real estate. So picking a broker, you receive lead management and practice patterns, chemistry, what is your work style? Do you need to be in an office all day long, or do you work well independently? So there's all kinds of things you want to. Then the last thing I'd recommend, because we're talking about getting your license, is once you get your license, you want to talk about or think about mentor. So the mentor that you have is going to be really critical to your success. And I'll probably do a podcast on just mentoring, because if you don't have a good mentor, a good relationship with your mentor, you're going to get out of the gate slow and you may fail in your process. There's some statistics, I don't have them in front of me, but some statistics that say that, 60 or 80% of real estate agents who get licensed aren't in a business the next year. And it's a high percentage, no matter how you get it quoted. And I think the reason for that is the process of onboarding and learning real estate, coupled with the fact that most real estate jobs are commission only, which means that you only get paid when you sell something. I think, set you up for failure in real estate. If you don't have any income and you're having a hard time the getting the deals together, getting them to be successful, you don't have a lot of help with that or guidance. That's going to be very difficult for you to be successful, and I think as a result, the failure rate's going to be high. So, just a couple of things to consider whenever you go out and look for a broker. So, I mean, we have great tools like 4.5% commission. We've, great lead management. We get lots of leads, but there's more to it than just the leads. It's the practice of, the practice patterns of doing real estate. The other thing I would look at, and this is, pure self-promoting, but I would look at how many agents has the brokerage brought on board that are new, that have ushered them through or mentored them through getting up and going and successful. We pride ourselves in the fact that we've brought on and hired many agents that have become successful in real estate and started earning in real estate because we have a process around making that happen. We realized early on that when you come out with a 4.5% commission rate, and a lot of agents that have been in the business for a long time, maybe not fond of 4.5% commission, figured we'd probably have to do some training at that. So in any case, the thing you want to look for is, how do I get out of the gate? How do I become successful? And that's going to be a big piece to your success, is picking a broker and picking a mentor. So just a couple of things. I'm not going to run a whole half hour on this show. I'm going to wrap this up. I just want to talk about the PDubs network and the class coming up. I think the timing of the PDubs network is real critical for folks to get the word out there. Remember, we have a TV show. So we've got a lot of media stuff going on. We have a radio show on WRTA. You can listen to that on iTunes Radio Thursday mornings at 11 a.m. And sometimes that's a little bit local or topical, but we talk about all kinds of things. Yesterday we talked about some landlording issues. Today we have a show. Friday's show is actually a power hour on WTAJ TV 10. That's a CBS affiliate based in Altoona. You can watch the show after it's been broadcast. We post the segments for the show on wearecentralpa.com. And so that enables you to go back in and get the tips and tricks. And again, they're not just local. We actually give quite a bit of information out that really helps no matter what market you happen to be in. And that's a whole hour-long show today. We're doing some makeups for sometimes we were preempted. So normally the show's 4:30 on Fridays in the afternoon. Today it's a full hour. We're going to be featuring some discussion again on the real estate school. We're going to be talking about some of the mortgage changes that have just hit, that we hope with the QRM rules, that we hope are going to actually help open up some mortgage money for folks, and talk a little bit about the market. So market's good. If you're out there listening and you're thinking about listing your house, it's October, the end of October. We normally have people pulling their house off the market this time of the year. We have people putting them on and selling them this time of the year, which is pretty exciting. So lots of stuff going on out here. Again, don't forget, a great 4.5% commission rate. If you need to contact me directly, my cell phone number is 814-934-5246. This is Adam Conrad with Perry Wellington Realty and Circuit Mortgage, signing off here today with a little bit about the PDubs network and the class coming up Monday, October 27th.